Hello everyone. Let me get this, that's better. Hey, now you see the little bow right here. See? I just call rainbows bows. So, you see the bow here. The Metro, I just call it the Tro. So, I may take the Tro on Monday. 1 like, 0 viewers. That's a good ratio. 3 viewers, nice. Hello everyone. I slept all right last night. I slept well, but it's getting more and more challenging to sleep because it is so damn cold. The blankets do not offer nearly as much protection from the cold as I need. So usually like 3 hours or 4 hours after I fall asleep, I wake up freezing cold. I'm uncomfortable. I'm tossing around trying to get warm, and then I have to start my car, and now every morning it's like getting longer and longer when I have to run the heat on my car to get warm enough and then fall asleep again. Last night it was like 15 minutes. Today it seemed more like 20 or 30 minutes maybe. I was running the heat on my car at like 5 in the morning. No, I think like 7 in the morning. Yeah, around 6 or 7 in the morning I woke up, and then I fell back asleep again. I slept pretty all right. But I'm having to do that now each night, and I'm like, I don't know if I should do that or if I should just get a sleeping bag. Because even with the blankets over me, under me, and also it's my face, my head is cold. Even with the hoodie on and blankets over my head, it's hard to stay warm. Hi, Lindsay. First, click the like button. We got 8 people in here, 1 like. So click like, because that gets YouTube to promote the video. I mean, you can do that if you want to help. Lindsay was asking, how can you help? Yeah, you can donate if you want. You can click the super chat button or go to Patreon, make a donation, or Streamlabs, and just donate on there. Here's what I use for my bathroom now. Sunny Delight. This is empty. But it's funny, I walked into my gym yesterday with 3 Sunny Delight bottles full, walked out with 3 empty Sunny Delight bottles because I poured them out in the toilet. I decided I don't want to pour them out on the street. So, and I just got up basically, and I'm going to go shower and everything today. But it's been so rough to sleep. I'm lucky I slept well last night and the night before, and it helps that, you know, I know how to focus my mind. That's the big thing, is just focusing your mind, not being too distracted or worried that you're not going to sleep. And I managed to sleep, but it is getting so damn cold here. I may have to get one of those Sub-Zero sleeping bags, and it's going to be awkward because there is not a lot of room in my car. Like when I have the blankets on, it's like, whoa. I can show you, look how little room there. Okay, now I can pull the seat back. So this is how I'm sleeping. Looks like a lot of room. Think again. This much room, not even a full index finger of length. That's if my legs way down. So, like my 3 blankets, and by the way, here are my blankets. So if you want to see how big they are, look how big they are. They take up like 2 seats. So I have those, and there's not a lot of room, and so if I have to reposition myself somehow, it's very awkward and uncomfortable. I'm lucky these Sunny Delight bottles are good for going to the bathroom in. They got, look, a big wide neck. That's helpful. I got to figure out how I'm going to sleep, and I don't want to spend the money, but I may, hey, what are you going to do? You got to, it's, you know, I'm not saving the money for my whole life. I'm trying to save my health for, you know, a long life. I need a van. Yeah, maybe. And you know, Steve, so Steve's talking about a 25 degree or below sleeping bag. Yeah, and I've looked at those. I've seen them. Walmart may have them. I don't know. I got to check at Walmart. And exactly, that's what I was looking at. Mummy style bags. It's like you slip in there. The bag itself looks like a big caterpillar. And I think some may be called that. It's like you're in a green bag and a little mask or something, little like holes poked out for your face. But yeah, that's what I may need, and it may be awkward, you know, because like I was just showing you, I don't have much room in my car. It may be awkward to get into, I may have to if I want a full night's sleep, and as long as I can unzip it easily and then, you know, go to the bathroom in these bottles, that's what I may have to do. I mean, I can get it. I can afford it. The other thing I was thinking, it's just I don't want it to be too big, is somebody suggested I go to an army surplus store, a military surplus store, and get a sleeping bag there, because it may be really cheap. They say, you know, like a goose down sleeping bag or something. My only problem is, how big will that be? That it may be cheap, but it may be enormous. So that's my concern about that. Walmart has a Coleman style bag. Wow, great info, Steve. Appreciate that. Huh, thanks, Lindsay. Lindsay offering a couch. Come to Buffalo and you can have Mike's old room. She's talking about her son, Michael, Dragon Lord Frodo, who, you know, I wish him the best. I don't, you know, I don't support a lot of what he does. Like, I think he's very compelling and entertaining, but he's also, he also behaves badly. And that's why I can't, you know, I can't endorse him. Yeah, anyways, so that's nice of you, Lindsay, but hey, I'm going to be in Virginia for a while. Click the like button, everybody. We only got one like, and the thing is, look, who cares about the likes? It doesn't matter to me. It helps YouTube put the video at the top of people's recommendations. I'm going to have a little peanut butter, and I'm going to save on my spoons. I don't need a spoon. So, oh, instead of getting likes, people are just leaving. Instead of getting a spoon out, I'll just get a little knife, and it's a little awkward. Can't get the peanut butter out as well when it's at the bottom of the jar, but that's okay. Just a little more effort. I was feeling down, still feeling down, thinking how pitiful the amount of money I make is, how little I'm able to save. As I was writing this movie yesterday too, I'm realizing, my goodness, like, I don't know what story I can write that's going to be low budget. Even though I was thinking it's going to be a low budget 2-person movie road trip, I'm like, the only things I can think of that are compelling, that are dramatic, exciting, are more people, more locations, is going to blow up the budget. And so I was like, crap, I really want to write this. I'm getting into it. Now what should I do? Because I'm not going to be able to shoot this, even if I spent no money and saved for years. It would take years to save to make it. So I was thinking, okay, I got to write maybe this story, but do it as a short film first. And make it something 5 or 10 minutes that's really cool. And that way, instead of shooting it on my Canon, what was it? I have a Canon G7X, a PowerShot G7X. Instead of that little camera, which is a beautiful little camera, and I might shoot it on that. If I did a really short film of that, I could rent a really nice camera. And I actually wouldn't even necessarily have to rent one. I could use my Canon T3i, which makes a beautiful picture. It's a pain in the ass to kind of, it's not a huge pain, but it's a hassle to use. Batteries run out quick, the memory cards fill up fast, the camera shuts off periodically. Like, it's all kind of tedious to use, but, you know, if I can make something that's looks beautiful, and it's only like 5 minutes or so, or 10 minutes, and just put it on YouTube, that might be a good, like, first. And also, I just need to get it out of me. I'm feeling so miserable and down, partly because I feel like I'm not connecting to the stuff I want to, and I want to make more, you know, short films. I won't make any short films. And I'm so eager for it. I'm like desperately craving it. But I don't have the money yet. Now, that's never really an excuse, because obviously I've made short films like the Annandale videos with zero money. And I could think it like, I want to try and think of stuff, maybe just shoot stuff by myself, but also the problem is I don't have a laptop to edit anything. So I got to save up for that, which won't be too long now. Maybe at the end of December I could get a laptop. But I don't know which ones, like, if I can find one really cheap, like, yeah, maybe I could, but one that's going to be fast, that renders out videos quickly, so then I can get them uploaded. And I don't know where any Wi-Fi is good. Even like at the library, I've tried uploading videos from my phone. It's like 3 hours or something to upload a 8-minute video. So what I discovered too, the Wi-Fi hotspot on my phone, blazing fast. That's how I uploaded the application, my video to be on TCM, Turner Classic Movies. I couldn't get the internet at my parents' house to work, so I just made a hotspot with my phone. It's blazing fast. So I guess that's how I'll upload stuff. I'm wondering if I should instead of going halfway and getting like an old refurbished laptop, which I've done before, and it will take a while to render videos out. It might take like an hour to render a video out. Instead, just pay for an $800 like a hex core laptop, really fast, and that way can render a video in a few minutes, and I can just get it up, because time is kind of an issue when if I'm editing and I gotta, try and maximize my day. It may be worth the money. Plus, a more powerful laptop can process higher speed, more powerful camera's footage faster, and that's going to be an issue. If I ever rent a really nice camera and shoot on that, which I may want to do, I'm so like eager, hungry for it. Then I would definitely need a laptop that can process video faster, because it would take hours and hours and hours to edit anything, to render out anything without that. If I just got like an old like $250 refurbished laptop, which I did before, but that was the dilemma with it, is I got a cheap one, but it took a while to render stuff. I'm gonna go to the gym after this, shower, exercise hard. I've been exercising hard every single day, except Thanksgiving. Hospitals have fantastic Wi-Fi. Interesting. Starbucks, Barnes & Noble, good tips, guys. Lindsay, I appreciate it. That's so nice. I wouldn't even waste money on a hotel, except maybe, and it depends, I don't even know if I'm working these days, Christmas or New Year's, because do I have your email? I'm not sure if I have your email. I know we messaged on Facebook, but I don't know if I still have those messages. But Christmas or New Year's, I may go to a hotel or motel. I'm not going to go spend money on a hotel. A motel, because the gym's going to be closed, at least on Christmas. I don't know about New Year's. So I won't be able to shower there. So at least I can go to a place. Now, I can stay with a friend, but if I want to go to a motel, I might do that, and I just might pick somewhere like kind of far away, like in the mountains. Like if I drive like about 60 miles west of here, I start hitting mountains, and there's some beautiful views. Stay at a motel there and do videos there, make some live streams. So I might do that. But if you want to donate money, you can click the super chat button there, although YouTube takes a big chunk of that. You can donate on Patreon. If you don't have a Patreon account, go to the Streamlabs link. I think that's connected to PayPal, and you can just donate to that. I appreciate it. Thanks, Lindsay, for the offer. But I'm not spending money on a motel unless, it's like a circumstance like that. I'm not, because I'm in this for the long term, basically. I might be doing this for a while to save money. I'm going to have a separate video about this, titled about this, but I've been living off my credit card the last few years. That's what I realized looking at my budget last night. The app for my bank lets you look at how much money you spend, and it says like on average you spend like $300 more a month than you make, and that's only possible because of my credit card, and I've been maxing it out. So that's horrible, and I'm like, shit, now I'm in the hole for years paying that back. And it's good, I'm able to start paying it down. Bad part is I make such a pittance in money, it's like so slow going. I'm thinking about it, the tiny chunk of cash I make each night at my job. Now, I may be getting more work. Yeah, thanks, Lynx. Man, it was cold last night. I had to run my heat for like at least 20 minutes at like 6 or 7 in the morning to go back to sleep. Click the like button, everybody. 14 people here. Get YouTube to promote these videos. That helps me out. Saving money on food. Doing pretty well. I am just frustrated. And I don't have money to go. Like, you got to have money to go to events to meet people, even free events. You got to have money to drive there, pay for gas. You got to have money to take the metro. Got to have money for parking. Might have to eat out. Got to have money for that. Because even like this free movie I could have gone to the other day, I went there before. It's a group that meets up and watches movies. Not much point in going to it unless I'm going to I'm going to feel crappy if I don't hang out with the people afterwards. Even though I'm kind of weirdos, but that's what a lot of movie fans are. And so, you know, they go out to a restaurant afterwards. That's money right there. So yeah, it's a free movie. Yeah, you can go to like $2 movie night at the Arlington Cinema Draft House. But then you should buy something there, and they have servers there serving actual meals. So you're going to pay, you know, it's like, even free stuff's expensive. So I got to figure out how to make this work for me. All right, thanks, Lindsay. I will. Lindsay, if you could, I just want to make sure, like, you know my page. If you could, send me a message, but I'll look you up. I'll make sure I send you a message. I appreciate that. And again, the thing is about food, I got to be able to eat in my car. No canned stuff where I need a can opener. I'm not trying to make a mess. All that stuff. You see the way I'm eating now? I got a box of fake Cheerios here. I got yogurt in the trunk of my car that like keeps because it's cold. I'm more worried about summer, how I'm going to have food. I'm just hoping I'll make more money by then. Now, I may be getting more work. So I was glad to hear that. Because it's just lonely being broke. I'm broke. Can't spend money out. It's hard to meet people. That way, just go out, talk to people. You know? And I just, like, I'd get to the point sometimes I'm just like, I have a blank expression on my face. I'm like, man, what the hell am I doing? All this stuff I'm working for, it's going to be a long time before it pays off. Man, it's getting warm now. See, now that sun coming up, so much warmer. I got to open the window on the other side of my car because maybe the wind is coming from that side because it's getting warm. Yeah, the wind's coming from that side. Oh, that's nice, that wind. The cool breeze. Shut up! But I'm pushing myself. My mom's doing fine. I had to run the heat for a little while last night, so I think I just have to get a sleeping bag because it will be months of this. January is going to get bitterly cold. It's only going to get colder in December. I'm glad the rain doesn't bother me from sleeping. I don't mind it at all. In fact, I like it because it's a little safer. There's less crime when it rains. Or less, you know, street crime. So less chance of somebody trying to come up to the car and break in or rob me. Which, what the hell is anyone going to want to rob out of this car? They'd be like, whoa, fuck that. Looking at this car. Been watching this program from HBO and Latino America called Chumel. It's kind of like a Last Week Tonight in a way, or like the Daily Show. It's a host who talks about, you know, political issues and issues of equality and stuff. And it's good to hear because he says his words clearly. He talks about stuff I don't know about, like I didn't know about in Latin America, across the South American continent. And it helps me with my Spanish because I have to hear it. I realize there is such a huge difference between saying it to myself, where I understand every word when I'm saying it, and then hearing it, I don't comprehend everything, even if I know the words. So that's good. I'm like, okay, finally I figured out programs, because you try and look up Univision or Russian Times in Spanish on YouTube. A lot of those videos are like 1 to 2 minutes long. I need to hear stuff longer. So these are like 20-minute segments that are full discussions. So that's good, because I need to hear full discussions. I may leave Virginia at some point. And I've gotten offers for couches in different states: Maryland, Pennsylvania, Kentucky. Problem is, I need to keep working. I have a job that pays. Well, I don't know how am I going to make money if I move somewhere else? For now, I need to keep my job, and, you know, I'm putting most of my money on my credit card and a little in my bank account each paycheck, saving up, slowly paying down a good chunk of the credit card. But I owe a lot on my credit card. Not nearly as much as some people. There are people, you know, I've seen on TV with like $1 million in credit card debt, $500,000, $100,000. But it is a lot. For me, it will take years to pay off if I keep going at this rate. The good thing is about work, I may be getting more work. I know a guy, well, the mad scientist, the guy who helped me on my car, he may be getting a pickup truck soon. And with that, he can take jobs on Craigslist or side jobs hauling stuff for people. And I asked him, well, what do people need to haul? He's like, anything. Could be junk they just need to haul to the, you know, trash dump or whatever. Could be a desk they need moved from one house to the other, furniture. But a lot of jobs, he needs a second person for it. I'm like, okay, that's great. If you do that, let me know. So it'll be working with someone I know, as opposed to just going on Craigslist looking for jobs that I'm sure they'll work you to the bone, pay you shit. Not every job. I've gotten good jobs on Craigslist. Got a lot of video work too. But working with him, at least somebody I know, somebody I can be confident in, knows, you know, can get the work, and just a good person to help me. So that'll be good. Make some extra money doing that. Not the most fun work, but whatever. You know, at least it's doing something. I'm so, you know, selfish and greedy about my time, you know, studying and working on Spanish and writing, but I got to figure out a way to work with all that. And plus, I need to make money. There's kind of no choice right now. But who knows? Maybe in the car I can listen to Spanish stuff, language stuff. I don't know. Hey, K-Dubs. Security guard work? Lynx, I am a security guard. Oh yeah, but if you're saying in another state, well, here's the thing. My job pays well. Most jobs will not pay as well as my job per hour. It's only part-time, so it's not overall a ton of money, but it's good for the work. And the thing is, so I'm just feeling, you know, down lately. I don't want to work a job where I'm just by myself, like most security guard work. I like my job because I'm actually around people, get to hang out around them, although lately I'm just kind of like, I don't feel anything there. I just, you know, stand there and look, and I have to make myself, you know, be outgoing to people and be friendly, just because, you know, I'm in a bad mood a lot. But, you know, I don't take it, you know, I don't be, you know, unkind to people at work. Like, I'm always like, hey, how you doing? You know, all that stuff. Or, you know, friendly if they need something, or I got to go mop up something. You know, people vomit, I got to mop that up. Private investigator? No. And I've read about that before. I've looked up that. That's a terrible job. And also, it's really like, if you're an ex-cop, it's probably better for you. But, Healthcare? No, I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna, because I know what I want. I want film. All those other jobs are gonna take time away from working on film. I'm writing, I don't have it with me, the notepad about a movie, and then I'm realizing, oh shit, like this movie, I'm glad where it's going. I'm learning, I'm pushing myself more and more to make better scenarios in each scene. I'm just outlining scenes to make them more propulsive and exciting and dramatic, and I'm recognizing my weaknesses when writing. That's really good. Before, I could not recognize any weaknesses. Now I can. So I'm like, that's good. That's really good. I can see it's not dramatic enough. It's too much like real life, and movies have to be better than real life. So I want to be able to focus on that. That's worth more to me than a job. My job now, the good thing is, it lets me have lots of time while basically letting me get by. Although obviously I've been living on my credit card the last 5 years, because I looked at my bank, on the app. It lets you see your budget, and it says like on average you spend like $300 more than you make each month. That's how I ran up my credit cards. Only now I'm finally, paying more than I make. Yeah, I know. That's all. Here's the thing too. Every other thing I've looked into to make money, I always go back to film. And that's why I know just this is what I should be doing right here. This, who knows, some director out there, some filmmaker, take these live streams, put them into a documentary about what it's like to be homeless. Even then it wouldn't be that interesting, because I got to get up and walk around some too. It's not that interesting to see me at my car, although someone could probably do something with that. There was a movie about Russian dash cam videos, so somebody went through thousands of those to make that. But yeah, everything I do, the insurance job, the insurance sales job, which I'm still paying off every month, the debt I have there, and I spent hundreds of dollars on food, on inventory, on the printer, on the iPad, which I still haven't sold for that job. Like 10 days of that, I realized I don't just want to make movies, I have to make movies. I can't want it to do anything else. And now I have no interest in that, no interest in trying to get rich fast. I don't care, it means nothing to me. Obviously, the comfort of this is good enough for me. What do I need anything else for? I don't think I'd ever want to live in a mansion. I've been in huge houses. I shot real estate videos for maybe 2 years or so. Yeah, 2 years, I think. And I shot a lot of big houses, some worth over $1 million, which for this area is relative because practically my parents' house, it'll be worth $1 million at some point. But 25 people here. Click the like button, everybody. Thanks for checking out the channel and the video, and get this sharing to more people. So I was talking about how it was too cold to sleep last night. I did sleep well, fortunately. That's the worst, when I don't sleep well. Number one tip I had the other day for living in your car, go to bed early, because it's hard to sleep well once the sun comes up. I go to bed late now because I'm working at my night job, but still I get to my car, wherever I park, and then I just decide I'm going to sleep quickly. Like, I'm not going to stay up too long. No, I'm not selling real estate. That is a horrible job, a very tough job. Well, okay, look, the thing about everybody recommending go to these different cities for film jobs, I need to save money. I do not have savings. I have a ton of debt. So I need to make money around here. Need to keep making YouTube videos. I was writing a movie I was excited about, and I'm like, even this, I thought it would be super low budget. I could maybe afford to make it at the end of the year. Not going to be able to afford to. It's getting too expensive. It's like one of those like big inflatable things with air that like is outside a car dealership like this, but it's like blowing up. It's inflating to like, oh, this part of the movie is going to get more expensive. This part, it's getting too expensive. Budget. So I realized, okay, shit, like that's too much. So I got to write a short film. Maybe based on the same story, so I could get 2 actors who would eventually be in the film, and maybe I could use that to crowdfund the feature at some point. By the way, clicking the like button, it helps YouTube promote my video. It helps put it at the top of people's recommendations. That's why I asked, click the like button. It's YouTube's algorithm. That's how they want you to, engage in the video. So the other thing is, like, I was looking around at my job last night, and part of what, discourages me from, you know, talking to people and I filmed a hip hop video around here, K Dub's World. I used to have it on my channel. It's not on my channel anymore. Look up All the Lonely People by High Off Life. I shot and edited that video. They altered it somewhat, but anyways, it's basically the video I shot and edited on YouTube. All the Lonely People, High Off Life. Yeah, I would like to, but I don't have a laptop to edit videos now, so a music video would have to be in one take. But yeah, I would like to do more music videos. You look on my channel, I've had some old ones. All right, Lindsay. Thanks. Yeah, I got to remember to message you. Well, okay, anyways, back to my point. What I was saying about, okay, film work in Atlanta, LA, or whatever, I'm not trying to work for anybody else. I don't want to work for anybody else. I want this to be my own movie studio. Eventually, if I can somehow leverage that into the opportunities to direct scripts that I write, or direct other people, or develop scripts with other people and direct them, I would do that. But I don't want to work a job for someone else. That's another thing I've realized over the years. I did videography for years. Doing videography, you're working for a client. And, you know, it was a good experience. I learned a lot. I did that for over 2 years, I guess. I did it for free for longer than that. A lot of videos for free. And I just realized, like, it was stifling after a while, creatively stifling. I was having to make stuff this company wanted, but I want to do my own. I wanted to do the exact opposite. So that was, to me, for instance, what the Annandale video came from, because I was shooting a tour guide video of DC, and I was thinking, why are we showing how nice it is, how beautiful it is? It's miserable, it's tough, it sucks for most people. People are exploited, they're poor. We keep people poor here. We don't have help for people. We somehow find billions of dollars to give to big companies to make weapons and bombs and military contracts and companies like Amazon, but we don't have money for homeless people around here, and people who are sick, people who have diseases, people who have AIDS, you know, people who need the most help. We somehow can't find the money for them. So I decided, you know, that's why I made the Annandale video in part. I want to show, like, the opposite of that. Just show, like, not, the city isn't great. Here's the truth about the city. It's miserable, and I hated living there. Write a good documentary? Damn, that's tough. Yeah, film about street life? Yeah, that's what I should do more of. I should go out and actually film videos on the street. I was lazy this morning, and I'm just filming in my car, even though it's not too cold out now, so it'd be a better visual to film in the street. But I gotta do the work, right? No sense in you know, hiding behind my car steering wheel. Yeah, that's the other Cobra Kai. So the other thing that was depressing me last night, I was like, and I don't talk to people about film, you know, unless I know they're into it. Because I know from a lot of people, they just don't care. To me, I don't get that. Like, I never understood that. I was shocked. I remember being at friends' houses, and they just watch crappy action movies. Like, generic action. I'm like, how do they enjoy this? Like, don't you want to enjoy great movies? But not everybody does. A lot of people, they just want to, like, movies are not everything for them. So they just want to enjoy, you know, an easy to view film that doesn't require a lot of engagement, doesn't have a lot of, you know, ideas that the director and writers are saying. And so I can't talk to people the same way about that stuff, because they're like, who cares? There's a life outside film. And so that's what I was thinking about last night. I was like, you know, I could talk about what I'm doing and stuff, but it would just be awkward and weird, and I wouldn't enjoy it. I wouldn't want to talk to people about it. I got to be at more film stuff. I had a lot of fun at this film event, like a few days before I went homeless. And it was just this tiny, it's weird how it was set up. It was this tiny little room on a second floor in Reston Town Center, which is basically like, it's a tiny, like, little mini city in a very rich white suburb. And it was a talk by a film director who was giving a discussion on visual literacy in film. And it was very like a, elementary level, like entry level discussion. But a lot of people didn't know anything about it or knew very little. And I was so glad to be there. I just talked to him afterwards. I'm sure he thought, oh, who's this brash, loud, annoying guy? But I was so excited to talk about movies. And I was asking him stuff, don't get me wrong. I wasn't ranting all at him. I was asking him stuff about what he does. He's directed commercials and all kinds of different things. And I was glad, and he lives in there. I was just glad to talk to him. I felt like high afterwards. But I can't do that with most people around here. So I'm like, I know this person cannot be my friend because I can't talk to them about anything else. Yeah, I know. You need to meet people and network. Yeah, that's what LA is good for. Here's the other thing. Let me charge my phone for a minute, and then I will step out of my car because my charge is getting low, and then I'll go to the gym after this. Yeah, I do need to do more film stuff. It's hard when the bad side of my job is I work nights. So many film events are weekend nights. I work weekend nights. So I'm going to try to go to a free movie next week. I'm going to also try and go to the Green New Deal that Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez and Bernie Sanders are promoting. And they're getting some good traction on it. It's getting America, basically trying to save the world. Getting America to 100% renewable energy. It means wind, solar, what's the other one? Water power. I already said wind, maybe nuclear power. Although that's understandably, that the big safety issue there. Yeah, I may need a sleepy bag, but I'm going to go to the Green New Deal event on, I don't even know exactly what I'll be doing there. I'll be signing up. You got to register and go, but just to go show support for it, and maybe I'll film around there. To get America on 100% renewable energy and make jobs at the same time, and preserve our health, preserve our food, preserve life for the planet, because we're gonna end up dying off as a species if we can't get carbon emissions under control and stop bleaching the oceans and raising temperatures and the first people to die are going to be millions of poor people, and they're already dying because of droughts and extreme weather and fires and everything. Workshop with a professional screenwriter, harder than it sounds. I've talked to professional screenwriters online. Actually, I've done that. I've gotten consultations from 2 professional screenwriters, which were both very helpful. And one I've remained like somewhat connected to. We don't talk, but like he's on Twitter. I follow his stuff. Like he appreciates it when I send him stuff. Mark Sanderson is his name. And eventually I might do more of that. He charged a really good rate for, really, I think he could charge a lot more. But he's just a nice guy. He was looking over my screenplay outline. But yeah, I do need to be more connected with film people, because that's what energized me. I was thinking the bar last night, I could talk to people, there's good looking women around, but like, I can't make myself, want to talk about pretty much anything else. And I know what people talk about. I listen to their dumb conversations. I don't want to sound pretentious, like my conversations are necessarily more interesting. But they're conversations I would have had maybe 10 years ago. Oh, I lost some people by being pretentious. But can't bring myself to do it. Like, I gotta, be in tune with someone about, the stuff I'm interested in. Also Spanish language stuff. I'm probably going to go to a Hispanic restaurant today. And because I usually try and go on Saturdays to a restaurant. Like, that's the one day of the week I'll go, not counting McDonald's. I'll go there, spend like $3.50 just so I can sit, charge my phone. But yeah, I got to be around film stuff. So Monday I'm going to try and go to the Green New Deal thing, support environment. Hey, I want to help support getting America transition. And also we need ton better, way better infrastructure, better medical treatment. Part of what, aside from the cost in life and killing people and misery and pain and permanent injuries that war causes, it's also a massive carbon emitting industry, war. And it is an industry. People are paid well for it. The top like 73% of all pollution on Earth is made by like 100, like or top 73%. 73% of carbon emissions are made by like the top 100 companies or something, or like 100 companies. They should be leading the way. They don't care a lot. Yeah, Moist Andy, I wish I was working with him. I try and get a hold of him once in a while, but Moist Andy just he does his own thing. What can I say? You have youth theater near you, get experience, I will help you. I actually volunteered in theater for 2 years, and I almost auditioned for a play. I kind of wish I did, but I know I don't want to be an actor. That is a ton of bitter work. I like to be on the outside looking in. I don't want to be on the inside having to work every moment. But I volunteered in theater for 2 years. That's also more of a weekend thing, and I don't have time for that on weekends. And also, I do love going to theater, and I would like to go back and see more plays and meet actors, and I still know people working in theater, and I may go to plays, and I love actors, may go to plays and maybe try and figure out what actors would I be interested in approaching, or just figuring out where to put casting calls for like the short film I want to make and have actual money to pay people. I don't know who Gay Dave is. What are you talking about? Okay. Okay, you said you'll give me a 5 if I pronounce your name right? Okay, Jabbles Fan 1. I think I pronounced your name right. Oh, you're talking to them? I'm not bringing it up. Jabbles Fan. Making and saving money. And they could make money by the world. They don't care about that. It's also sightedness and greed. Almost said grease. Oh, J-Bells? Oh, okay. Whatever, I mispronounced. Well, I said it the East Coast way. Hey, how's it? It is cold. I was freezing last night. I had to run my heat for like 25 minutes to fall back asleep at like 7 in the morning. And been feeling down. Saving, but it's like a pin of money. I don't like thinking about it. I don't like thinking about how lonely it would be broke. Can't afford to go out. I'm trying to find free stuff. Someday I'm going to go to the Green New Deal thing, and I'm going to probably something from there, live stream there. I still win because you respect me. Thanks. That's the only win that matters. Car battery's fine. I'm running the engine to charge it, but I've been careful. I'm not running the battery alone. So I've been doing fine. While it was still slow to start up, now the car's starting up fine. So polenta was real good. I ate like 3 bowls of it. So I gotta find stuff to be into that's free as well. Like even the Green New Deal gonna cost me money. Why? Gotta go on the metro. It's gonna cost at least $7 or $8. Plus I might get food out while I'm there. Wednesday I'm probably gonna go into DC. I should just come to register for a free film in DC. Gonna cost money. Go to the metro there. Not too bad, but it's like metro's kind of expensive. It's gonna be like $7. J-Bells. I want to do the same thing but can't because I sold my soul to the military. J-Bells coming in with $5. Thank you for that. Everybody tell J-Bells he came in clutch. Get more space. Yeah, true. Now almost 30. What's almost 30? 23 watching it. See, when you do better streams, it's better for you. Oh, you mean almost 30 people watching. Meet a rich woman. Ha, good idea. Divorce a rich. Well, yeah, whatever. Bless you, J-Bells. Yeah. Get a van. Yeah, a van would be a good idea, probably. Although it'd be weird. Think about it. If I go out with a woman, what it looks like to pick her. Then again, I'm homeless. Like, what kind of pretension am I trying to put on? But yeah, a van would have more space, right? It would be weird, going out with a woman and I pick her up in a van. That seems weird to me. But then again, why would I want to be with a woman who would not like that? Like, I don't think I'd even want to be with the person who would be like, oh, you're homeless. Like, if she's willing to be with someone who's homeless, which a lot of people are, but then to say, like, oh, you can't be a guy with a van, well, I don't think we would have gotten along anyways. Invite her to the living room in the back. What I'd really want, though, is a station wagon. Not that they're much bigger than what I have, but at least... And, it would still be a problem fitting everything in there. Because really, I got a lot of trunk space in my Honda Civic. It's still a problem. And I could lie the back seats down and sleep there. It would be awkward. It's probably easier to get in the back of a station wagon. But the trunk's really dirty. It it's full of stuff, and that's the thing I'm wondering, like, even if I got a station wagon, a Subaru, how much space would I really have to sleep as opposed to now? I think it would be like the same amount of space. Older SUV, yeah, maybe. Again, but the thing is, the cost of maintaining it and everything, what a nightmare. Almost sounded like Woody Allen for a second. I got to keep my costs down. I'm not buying any cars anytime soon. If I do sometime, it will be at an auction, and I will bring the Mad Scientist with me. So for people who missed it, the Mad Scientist, I saw him last night. He said he's going to be getting a pickup truck soon, and because his last one broke down, and he's a handyman. He does all kinds of, you know, work that pays well. But he's an electrician. He knows how to fix watches, clocks, knows how to do a lot of, you know, like, I guess construction work basically, or, you know, home repair work. He said when he gets a pickup truck, he'll get side jobs hauling stuff for people, like furniture, junk, whatever, you know, stuff they need taken to the dump. But he'll need a second person for a lot of jobs. So he said he'll let me know, and I'd be like, that's great. You know, let me know when you want to do that. I need something to do. I need to make more money. That will make a huge difference. Difference? That's sweet scratch. Moolah. Per van in white, yeah. I will say my Prius has a hatchback and the seats fold down. I had to sleep in one night because it's extreme cold. It was comfortable. Right, yeah, or full-size van. Again, I mean, maintenance, all this stuff is what I'm worried about. Wow, my phone's not even charging, even though it's like losing a charge, but slowly, more slowly than... Anyways, yeah, saves a ton on gas. That's true, and the Mad Scientist recommended I get a Prius too. I'm like, but would it really work? You know, the battery's going to wear out, and it's like, what do I... If I get a cheap one, you know, I'm not worried about keeping it for a long time. I would be able to save gas, and also save gas when I'm running, like now, charging the phone, because the battery has so much of a charge. No, I don't Uber Eats or any of that stuff. I'm not interested in those kind of jobs. TaskRabbit, no, because I do make some money on YouTube. I'm committed to doing more on that, so I want to develop that. Every time I do something else, all I realize is I want to make videos on YouTube. I want to make movies. I want to write scripts. That's what I was doing in the library yesterday. I realized the script, I was liking what I was writing, and I was liking how I figured out how weak it was in certain parts. I'm like, oh, this is good. I'm figuring out it needs to be sharper. Because I get scared, like, will my abilities fail me? And what I realized is I should write a short film version of this, rent a nice camera, and shoot it, and actually pay everybody decently. And then hopefully, you know, if that does well, that I could use it to, first of all, I just want to have it. If nothing else, that would be a result I'd be really glad about. But the other thing is, you can definitely find one for cheaper on DC. Find what? Oh, I missed what you were saying. A van? Oh, a Prius. $5 grand? That's still a lot of money, yeah. I'm looking for something like $1,800 if I ever get another car. And also this car is probably worth about $1,800. So I would turn this into wherever. CarMax, just get rid of it, take the cash, and then just get something from like an auction, get the Mad Scientist to fix it up. But I realized, okay, I want to make a short film, make maybe a couple short films. And also, I got to get a laptop soon, so that's the next big expense. Laptop costs as much as some cars from auction. Make a reel to show your work. I don't have a lot of stuff I can put on a reel because I don't have many short films. I have stuff like Angelo's Mom's Cooking Tips. That's more a TV show, though. By the way, if you haven't seen it, look up Angelo's Mom's Cooking Tips. I spent a lot of money to shoot that, down to literally my last, like, $2. I sent the production assistant out and said, get lunch. I literally only have like $30 or something you can spend on my debit card. Please make it last. And she came back with like, just basically sandwich, like bread and sandwich meats. My mom, I don't know if she's that happy to see me. Whatever, maybe she is. But so I got to work on short films. That's what I got to do. I got to do it for my own well-being. I need to. So eager to. I was miserable thinking last night at my job how I'm not doing it and how I can't talk to these people here about it. They're into different things. I realize too, I don't want to really be at bars. It's empty for me, unless I'm talking with people about film. So I'm going to this Green New Deal event on Monday in DC. I'll be filming from there, I'm sure, and probably live streaming. And Wednesday, I'm going to go to a free movie in DC. I hate going out anywhere. It takes so much time, but got to do it to meet people and try and be in a good mood, because when I'm not in a good mood, I don't want to talk to anybody. I literally just want to avoid everybody. It feels so bad. I'm like, what's the point? I'm going to just humiliate myself and feel awful. Even good-looking women come up to me in my bar and talk to me, like, and you know, I've missed some opportunities there because some, you know, come up, talk to me and ask me about myself and stuff. Try talking. I'm just real matter of fact. I'm just like, yeah, well, yeah, good, whatever. No, yes, whatever. I just don't say much because so many times I've been in a bad mood. I got better about that over the years, but now I'm just slipping in my mood. And it's funny, one girl came up to me one time. She had a boyfriend though, she told me that, but she was like, you should smile more. And like, she asked me my name, like, Angelo. I'm like, I only smile for a reason. she was trying to like get me like, Angelo, why don't you have a girlfriend? I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, I got a lot of distractions. Okay, let me step outside because this is not charging my phone very much. But at least step outside so we have something interesting to look at before my phone dies, and then I will go to the gym. Lucky I got an early start today. I went to bed early, 3 o'clock in the morning, which for me is early. I got to zip up my jacket. It is cold. Personality seems like my dad. All right, King Kong. Yeah, all right, okay. No, I'm not doing that, but okay. I mean, what? I don't want to. No, I don't mean to say that. I don't believe in calling people ugly. That's what I'm saying. It's like, come on, don't be like that. Don't use that word about people. There's nothing. And besides, what's wrong with being ugly? Maybe I'm ugly. Little path here. So just walk around a little bit. A lot of traffic. This place sucks for traffic. 16 likes, cool. Need any camping stuff? P.O. box. I'm gonna get a P.O. box eventually, maybe next week. I don't know. I keep saying it'll be next week, but I want to save more money first. Now I guess I have enough money for it. It's a little of a hassle to get a P.O. box. Like, you need to show your proof of residence or something, so I need to have something showing where I live, which I have. Like, I guess if pay stubs can work, because I don't get much mail to my parents' house. Like, now whatever I get, I do order there. P.O. box, I forget what the P.O. box costs. They have different rates for different sizes. No, I'm not having people send stuff to my mom's house. I think there's like one option I was looking at, like a decent sized P.O. box, which really I don't want big stuff. Like, you're better off just sending me gift cards for the grocery store. Ooh, a nickel. Wait. What is? No, a quarter. Found a quarter. I think a decent rate I found. I don't remember the prices really, but there was one, I think, option for like 6 months for like $150, something like that, and that might be like a decent size for me. And I know what do they do if you get something that's too big to fit in your P.O. box? The post office holds it, right? And you just go inside the post office and pick it up. I believe that's the case. Because, yeah, they hold it. Okay, that's good to know. So really, I don't even, what do I need a big P.O. box for? Why do people get one if the post office hold it? Just the convenience? Is that it? Is it just the convenience for it? What's up? Oh, sorry, man. I'm homeless too. I wish me luck. stuff to get your note. I see. So what do people pay more for a PO box for? Just for the privacy? Okay. Yeah, just the convenience, so you can just go. Yeah, just so you can go there quickly and do that. Yeah, sometimes I find change in parking lots like that. That was a good find. That was an old quarter, too. A lot of people won't even bend over to pick up a quarter or a penny. I will. I'm just going to walk around this parking lot now that I'm in. See if I can find anything else. Just big enough so people can send almonds. As long as they're not almonds you raised and packed yourself, because I am not eating food that people made themselves. I will throw it away. I do not trust any of you to send me food you made. And really, you don't know if it'll go bad, if it got contaminated somehow. Not doing it. Get it sent at work? Yeah, right. Like I'm going to give out my work address. Good idea. Not. I never see anybody in this parking lot here. Get a newspaper to interview you where I can express yourself. What do they care? Although I've been interviewed for the news before, and for newspapers. 23% on my phone. This phone dies so quickly, although I started at like 50%. But if a video gets popular, then, you know, then somebody will probably try and interview me. That's what happens. That's how it goes. What is this? Can of Vienna sausage. General delivery where people can send you mail without a PO box. I have a Patreon page, Mel. If you want to donate, just click on the description in the link. Click on the link in the description. And you can donate to Patreon or my Streamlabs page. No, I mean, there's no cars in the parking lot. Look, I never see cars in it. It's a Wendy's here or something. Oh, wait, it's closed. It's all boarded up. That's why. Yeah, or Super Chat. Ooh, it is cold. Man, the wind is like ice on my hands. Post office. Look, I'll get a P.O. box. I can afford it. Well, I can put it on my credit card. So that's the shitty thing is I make such a pittance at my job. I keep saying that word pittance, but I was just thinking it's like a few pieces of paper. I basically make it my job. Last night I was thinking about it for all the time I put in there. It's good hourly wage. It's always been good. It's just not many hours. It's only 4 nights a week at that. Yeah, I'll look into it. And today, at least I'm going to a Hispanic restaurant. Although, really, like even that, I don't like going, you know, doing the same thing all the time. But I do want to work on my Spanish. And it's a restaurant I like, and they have really good meals. Holy crap, it's cool. Something post office and whatever. I don't know, whatever. I'm not doing it. I'm not. It's too much. I don't like paperwork. I don't like dealing with information. I just like to, you know, feel things. So I'll go do the post office thing. Look, I delayed getting back to Old Spice for like 5 months because I bought a defective bottle of deodorant. It didn't have a little wheel at the bottom to turn it, to push it up. And they said, call us or direct message us with the information about it. We'll send you a coupon for a new one. That was in July. I only just did it like 2 days ago because I was like, oh, I gotta call them. It might take a while. And then I was like, oh, they said you can direct message them. And even then I was like, okay, direct message them. And I was not looking forward to it. And then they sent a link. They said, fill out your info and we'll mail you a coupon. I was like, oh, I gotta click a link, put information. What if I just get stuck doing this for the rest of my life and I'm never able to leave? No paperwork. I'm not. Also, yes, I order in Spanish, although it's pretty simple, the food I order. It's really, the practice is speaking to the customers there. Some I've gotten to know a little bit. Not gotten to know, just talk to a little bit. I'm going back in my car, it's cold. And it smells like weed out here. And I talk to the servers too, you know, talk to them in Spanish, ask them stuff. Talking's not the problem for me, although I speak slowly. My pronunciation's all right. The problem is listening. That's what I realized. Like, I can say the words basically. I mean, I got to do a lot of practicing. A lot of them are difficult for me. I order whatever food. It's not that complicated to order. It's not like I got to list every ingredient. A lot of times I order salads or salteñas. Now I'm going to the gym soon. Oh, the battery's overheating. Oh no, wait, it's just the battery's low, so it's saving power. Yeah, I am learning, I'm educating myself. But my problem is, again, with any other kind of work, I realize so fast, it's more valuable to me to make YouTube videos instead of doing this. Because I'm making a little money and expressing myself. And you never know if a video will go viral. Who knows, maybe after I have 6 months of these videos, someone will find them and say, here's a portrait of, you know, being homeless in Northern Virginia, even though it's not really emblematic of being homeless of Northern Virginia. And really, I feel kind of bad. I told that guy, like, hey, I'm homeless too. The guy who just walked by and said, I'm homeless, can you help me out? I mean, the reality is I don't have much money, but it was an instinct to say I'm homeless too, but to, like, you know, show a little solidarity, not because, like, well, I literally have no money, because I don't have much money, but, you know, it was just nice to share a little moment. I wasn't trying to say, like, well, I can't donate because I'm homeless. I don't have much money. That's why. Spanish it's a learning curve, but it's not too bad. It's actually really enjoyable. It's just listening to it. So I'm watching this show called Chumel, which is kind of like, the format is kind of like Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. It's a guy talking about social issues, politics, and but about stuff mostly through South America and Mexico and Central America. Although he gets into stuff that happens in America too. But it's good to listen to because I can listen to full-length discussions. It's not as good when you only hear 2 or 3 minute, if that, sometimes 1 minute, news clips from like Univision or Russian Times in Spanish. Those are 2 channels I watch occasionally. And it's hard to just find interviews that, you know, like I can just listen to and hear the language. Because think about it, how do you learn English? You just hear it a lot. So I got to hear it more because I can read the words and know them, and then hearing them, it's like another language when I got to hear them. No, I don't speak Greek. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. My phone is not charging well while this is running, so I'm going to go to the gym, hopefully get a lot done today. Thanks again.